Hi, my name is Berga Weber, and this is Designing Safety, Integrating Human Service Principles into Specialized Fire Detection Initiative. So my project focus is enhancing fire safety for the visual and hearing impaired community. So the problem here in Baltimore is despite advancement in fire safety, residential areas remain at risk of fire-related fatalities, especially amongst vulnerable groups like the elderly and individuals with disabilities. Limit access to functional smoke alarms alleviates this risk, leading to avoidable tragedies. Addressing this issue is crucial for reducing fire-related deaths and improving community fire safety. This study aims to evaluate the effectiveness of specialized fire detectors, distribution programs, and enhancing fire safety outcomes for vulnerable populations in residential areas. The program is crucial to combat the high rate of fire-related fatalities, especially in homes lacking functional smoke alarms. According to the CPSC Fire Safety Information Center, over 2,200 people die yearly due to home fires, with two-thirds of these deaths occurring in homes without smoke alarms. In Baltimore City, an estimated 15 fire-related deaths yearly are attributed to homes without working smoke alarms, with approximately 2 to 3 of these deaths involving vulnerable populations such as blind, deaf, or elderly. The program aims to address these challenges by distributing specialized fire detectors tailored to the needs of the vulnerable groups, ultimately reducing fire-related fatalities and enhancing overall fire safety in the community. Objections of the program: address critical gap in fire safety measures for visual and hearing impaired community. Develop and implement specialized fire detector distribution program. Tailor program to unique needs of demographics. Enhance safety and well-being in fire emergencies. Relevance to fire safety and human service. Collaborate with fire marshal's office, leverage expertise and resources. Focus on practical fire detector tools, enhancement safety. Partnership streamline distribution process and accelerates implementation. Surplus of specialized fire detectors underscore readiness to address community concerns. Potential to save lives by putting detectors in the hands of those in need. On the next few slides, we will get into our methodology for this program. So these are the steps in developing a specialized fire detector program. One is research, so identify areas where visually and hearing impaired community reside. The second is program design, so tailor programs to unique needs of demographic. The third one is collaboration, so partner with the fire marshal's office and other stakeholders, such as the National Federation of the Blind. So implication is like providing education and training on fire safety practices. Evaluations, it was gathering feedback from participation and stakeholders, and integration of human service principles, so upholding dignity and well-being of individuals with disabilities. So here are our collaborative approach with stakeholders. So collaboration with the Fire Marshal's Office is actively communicating and coordinating the facts, streamlining distribution process, so ensuring effective deployment of resources, engagement with nonprofit organizations, so reaching out to organizations supporting visual and hearing impairment community, enhancing effectiveness, so strengthening community connections and awareness, and a shared goal. We work towards enhancing fire safety for visual and hearing impaired communities, but also promoting inclusivity and accessibility in fire safety measures. So here are some of the problems that we're having with the program. So number one is lack of an ASL translator. So it impedes effective communication with deaf or hard of hearing individuals. Number two is difficulty in reaching specific organizations and individuals. So some organizations are unresponsive, delaying information, and also it's still the language barrier between us that is affecting the program. So number three is logistics challenges and communication barriers. Like I said before, is the absence of the ASL translator for meeting poses challenges. So considering like virtual communication platforms with translation services or hiring freelance ASL interpreters for crucial meetings to improve accessibilities. So four, with every program, it does come with slow feedback and information flow. So feedback and data collecting slower than expected. So we're also regrouping and exploring other methods to obtain consistent feedback data. And here's the application of human service principles into the program. Integration of human service principles. So the first one is client-centered approach, prioritizing the voices and experience of the visually and hearing impaired community. The second one is empowerment, providing educational initiatives and hands-on training to empower individuals with disabilities. So the third one is collaboration and partnerships. So amplifying impact and ensuring program meets holistic community needs. Number 4 is accessibility, prioritizing accessibility to ensure participation of all individuals. Number 5 is social justice and advocacy, upholding dignity, autonomy, and equality for all individuals. Number 6 is trauma-informed care and strength-based perspectives, recognizing potential trauma associated with fire emergencies, and also embracing strength-based perspectives to build resilience with the community. Importance of empathy and inclusivity. So understanding through empathy. Empathy allows us to understand the experience, challenges, and emotions of individuals with disabilities. So fostering inclusivity. It promotes inclusivity, ensures adequate access to support and resources regardless of ability. So enhancing effectiveness. So by prioritizing inclusivity, interventions become more accessible and relevant to all individuals. So upholding dignity and rights. Prioritizing empathy and inclusivity ensures that intervention respects the autonomy and dignity of vulnerable populations. So the last one is fundamental principle. These principles foster greater understanding, equip social injustice in our communities. In conclusion, the presentation emphasized the crucial roles of our project in enhancing fire safety for the visual and hearing impaired community. By implementing a specialized fire detector distribution program and integrating human service principles, we aim to address the unique needs of the demographic, prioritizing accessibility, empowerment, and inclusivity in fire safety measures. Gratitude was extended to our collaborators, mentors, and supporters for the invaluable contribution to advancing the project's goal and positively impacting this community's safety and well-being. Additionally, we highlight ongoing efforts in data collecting to further inform and enhance our initiative. As the program is still in the early stages, we are actively collecting data and striving to make it more effective. Through continued collaboration and dedication, we remain committed in making meaningful strides in fire safety for the visual and hearing impaired community. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Are there any questions in the room for Bria?
Hi, thanks for your presentation. I was curious if, given that you mentioned that you were, you didn't have an ASL interpreter, were you able to find other ways that you were able to engage with members of the deaf and hearing impaired community to get their participation in the project?
Hi, and yes. So I've been emailing organizations that have ASL interpreters and stuff like that also. And when we make phone calls, a lot of deaf and hard of hearing people actually work with companies that have ASL translators pick up the phone and they'll translate the conversation for you. Also like leaving voicemails and stuff like that. So it's actually been like a really good learning experience to learn about these things I did not know about.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Bria.
Woo! All right, one more. Oh, actually, there's a question in the chat. Sorry, you want to read the question in the chat? It was. Oh, what did you learn about yourself in terms of your career as you were working on this project and program?
What I learned about myself is that I think I want to do community outreach because I love working with the community and I love learning about Baltimore City. Even though I was born and raised here, it's still things that is unknown to me. So it's nice to actually get out and work with the fire marshal's office and learn the new things and help people get the needs met.
I agree. I love learning about the community. Thank you again. Woo!